Welcome to the stream. My name is Nymeria. I use she, they pronouns, and I have now been streaming with the Game for Access team. I guess maybe it's been 6 months. Did we start in January? It's been a while. And I just had a blog post that was published online on the Easter Seals website. Basically, I was asked to write a little blog post about what it's like to be a queer and disabled person on Pride and what Pride means to me. Why is it important? And what it really comes down to for me is just that Pride is something that isn't like dependent on your own internal emotional state, right? Like especially there's been a lot of conversation recently about like Pride doesn't mean that you have to love your body and the way that it looks and works and stuff like that all the time. It just is something that means that, you still know that you're worthy, right? And for me, I think of it really as more of a process than anything else. Kind of an ongoing thing that's important to us all. I don't know, for me it's a lot more useful to think of Pride as something that's more of a process rather than an endpoint, especially because it's like of necessity something that actually changes a lot over time. I think it's also just because there's like so much messaging nowadays about one of the things that has sometimes frustrated me about Pride and all that kind of thing is there's this like pressure on people to have everything all figured out, and that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, right? Like a big part of Pride is just realizing that you don't have to have it all figured out, and that it's okay to like take your time and not feel pressure to do anything other than just go along at your own pace. You got a rabbit hat. That's fun. Adorable villager. Make a villager wear a rabbit hat. For me, Pride has also very much just been about like this journey to understand like who I am, and for me it is an explicitly political thing. That's just who I am. That's always been part of how I interact with the world. Thank you all so much for watching. Happy Pride Month. Great hanging out with everybody.